Hey guys, it's Alex here, and I'm back with my journey around the world with Athletico again. We're into season 3 now, February, so we've gone through half the season mainly. We're actually in the year 2029, which is quite surprising how far it's in the future. It doesn't seem like it, it's just, I guess, because we're going through so many clubs, it feels like a new save every sort of 3 or 4 years. But yeah, it's been a lot of actually change this year for our first season back in the Champions League. So let's go through the transfers first. So leaving the club was a lot of people for a lot of money. First was Pablo Perez for 1 million to Bournemouth. He was very crucial to us in our first season with Atletico, but as last year went on, didn't get played really at all. So I decided to sell him now. 1 million wasn't too bad for him, so pretty good to see him go. Lots of frees going out there. Some loans. Marco Roma went to Udinese. Antonio went to Gymnastic. Then the big one, or one of the big ones, Guillermo Fernandez went to AS Monaco for 33 million pounds. So 27-year-old, he just didn't score. As I told you before, last year just did not score for us. He scores for them, but I was still quite happy to get 33 million out for him, seeing as the replacements I got in were quite cheaper. So I was because when this deal was agreed, I delayed it until I got my player that I wanted, accepted the player coming in, and then let him go again. So 33 million for him wasn't too bad. We sold David to Valladolid for 5 million. Yet again, just he's young, but I knew he would never make it into the first team, so I decided to sell him now with a bit of a sort of sell-on fee. Bought him for 4.4, sold him for 5. Small profit there, but still, unfortunate to see him go again. Also, we sold Aldasari to Monaco as well for 5 million. Getting old, just wasn't getting played anymore. Decided to let him go. Apparently, the fans weren't too happy with it because they thought he's been here for quite a long time. 3 million loss, but that's unfortunate. But we did sell him in the end. Then a few more loans. Then another big one. It's a big January for us actually. Zenatuninov went out to Bayern for 30 million, which is you'd think is a bit weird, but he's 28. He's scored a hat trick in his first appearance for them. But at the same time, I have players coming in that I think can do the job well enough without them. So he was very good for us the first season we came in, but last year he only scored this year he only scored 6. Like his first year was great, 27 goals. Then the next year 13. Then he scored 6 goals in 13 appearances. So I don't know. He wasn't he wasn't the best. He wasn't getting enough playing time to warrant him being on such a high wage. He was on like 100k or so a week. So I decided to let him go. Also, Nyako went to Roma for 11.25. Quite happy with this actually because we brought him in for 5 million, 5.5 in our first year, and he never really did it that well. Only got 5 appearances this year and was pretty pissed. So I decided to put him out, offer him up, and Roma said 11.25. So a good profit there on him. Then we sold Nielsen to Feyenoord for 8.5 million. Same thing. He was getting old, 30 years old now. Was not getting played at all, really. His fans weren't happy about this again because he's been here so long, and we made quite a big loss on him. But he wasn't the player he once was, so decided to let him go and try and bring in some new people. Finally, on loan, and then Jose Romero, probably my worst signing. We bought him for 3.9 from Middlesbrough, played 4 times, loaned him out, and then sold him for a loss. So that's all I can really say about that. Pretty crap signing there. But coming in, we had, as I said from the last one, Stanfield coming from Maritimo and Guzzetti coming from Juventus. So those are 2 good ones. Then this is the one which has let me sell Fernandez. Armando Francia, who we bought from AC Milan for 14.25. I had my eyes on him since I was at Newcastle. He's 19 years old. I had my eyes on him when he was 17. He is just mental. Like, he's so good. We did buy him when he was 18. He's got 8 goals, 5 assists in 13 starts, 16 sub appearances. Hasn't had the greatest starts, but he's 19. So yeah, he's already been capped for Italy and scored a goal because he was playing in the AC Milan first team when he was 17 and 18. So I saw him and I was just like, I need to buy him. Chelsea actually bid for him at the same time, and he chose us over them, which was quite surprising. I'm quite happy with that. Um, so that's signing. Then we bought Sochi Maruyama, who's a Japanese winger, attacking winger. So this is sort of a like we needed backup here, so I decided to bring him in. Young, got some good stats overall, and he also brought in the merchandising from Japan, which that little message comes up saying you do. Then this sort of led me to sell Zenitudinov in January when he came in. This guy bought for 5 million from Spartak. I think it was Spartak, was it? Yep, Spartak. Evgeny Trusov, a 25-year-old Russian striker, so 5 years younger, coming to replace him. Very, very good stats overall. Hopefully he can improve a bit more. Hasn't had the best of starts for us, but I am ahead and he does improve, so just not worry there. But yeah, so he sort of came in 5 million for 30 million, so I'm quite happy with that. Then we sold Aristide Koulibaly from Bursaspor, who is a Ivory Coast centre mid. Very, very good. He's only 21 as well, so to get him for only that little amount of money was really, really good. Bursaspor made a good profit on him. He's currently the African Cup of Nations, that's why he hasn't played for us. And then finally, our final signing, Nielsen left, so we decided to bring in another right winger from SC Twente, Rogerio, 23-year-old Brazilian winger. Look, he's already got up to 17 million. Got some good stats, and he's quite young too. Hasn't played for us yet, but he definitely looks very good. I did have my eye on him since I was at Newcastle as well. So some players I have sort of brought over as well. But yeah, so overall, 95 million out the door, 50 million. Well, no, 95 in, 50 out. So we made 45 million in profit, and I think we definitely did well in the transfer market this year. So yeah, Italy manager. Yeah, I was in charge of the France under 23s for quite probably the most shortest time ever. I was under management for a month and 25 days or so, 26 depending on the month, or 26, yeah, because Italy offered me the job as first team manager. This is the first international management I've had. Italy are very good. They're currently ranked third in the world, behind Brazil and Argentina. And where is it? Let's go to their squad. They do have actually Francia in there, which is pretty cool, and Biffy, which is pretty cool. But they've got a very, very good squad with them. And we got the Confederations Cup actually in the summer. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. But they had a pretty poor European Championship, so I decided to sack their manager and hire me. Did I? I played some games actually with them. Yeah, I beat Australia 3-1, beat Holland 2-0, beat South Korea 4-2, and beat Germany 2-0. So 100% record so far. But let's go to the World Cup. There we go. World Cup. Basically, they are the hosts of the World Cup and current holders of the World Cup. So I will be taking charge of the World Cup in 2030 if I stay with them. So I sort of didn't want to pass that opportunity up. So I took that opportunity, and now we're playing with Athletico and Italy manager, which is pretty cool. So finally, onto the fixtures. We had actually a tour of South Korea. Beat Dongdae High School 10-0, Incheon 3-0, Daeyeon 2-0. Then we played, I think it was a tour to America as well. Lost to Seattle 2-0, beat Toronto 2-1, beat Chicago 5-2, and then had a friendly against Getafe. We did have a preseason tour to Brazil booked, but then this game took over. The Celtic game took charge, and then it kind of got cancelled. But we started off well, a 3-0 win over Celta. Zenitudinov with a hat trick, which kind of is like, shit, why'd you sell him? But he sort of didn't do much after that. Super Cup final versus Barca. First leg away, 1-0. Rossini with the goal. 2-0 versus Villarreal in the league after that. Svarvson and Zenitudinov with goals. Then we beat them 2-1, well, Barca 2-1 in the second leg, giving us another Super Cup final, which is pretty cool. Guzetti and Olive with the goals. Look at the Super Cup now. We have been the past 4 winners, actually. So that's pretty cool to see. holding it for quite a while now. Um, we beat Espanyol 1-0. Svarfsen with the goal. 2-0 versus Valladolid. Mariyama with his first goal and an own goal. Then we started off our Champions League campaign with a 5-0 victory over Elfsborg from Sweden, which is pretty good to get it off with. Brian Shongway with a hat-trick, Svarfsen and Momsilov with goals. Then we played Rayo, who we beat 5-1 as well. Olive with a hat-trick, Francia with his first goal, and Felipe with a goal there. 2-0 versus Sevilla, Olive with a goal and an own goal. 3-0 over Real Betis, Garcia, Olive, and Francia with goals. Then we had Inter here, 3-2 win over them away, which is really, really good. They were top seed, we're second seeds, so they took the lead. Olive gave us a goal back. They took the lead again, and then Olive took us back. And then right before the end of the game, Zenitudinov subbed on, grabs us the winner there. So he's definitely played his part so far for us, which is very good. Then we had Mallorca, which was a 2-1 win, Svarfsen and Nielsen. First drop points of the year, a 0-0 draw with Valencia away, which was quite disappointing to see. But then we bounced back with a 2-0 win versus Dynamo Kiev in the Champions League at home. Felipe and Ali with the goals there. 5-1 win over Granada, Rossini with a hat-trick, Svarfsen and Olive. 1-0 win over Athletic Bilbao, Kevin Schroeder with the goal. Then we ended our unbeaten streak. We had gone unbeaten for a long, long time. I think our last loss was to Sporting in the Cup, and we went a long time before losing it, and that was to Barca away. Really disappointing here. They got a goal from Isidro in the 50th minute, and we just couldn't do anything. We did have man of the match player, but couldn't do anything there. We had a 3-2 win over Dynamo Kiev, though. Quite a close game, actually. They took the lead. We got it back, and then straight away, Francia scores an own goal. But then, right before half-time, we make it 2-2, and then Rossini in the second half makes it 3-2 to us. Puts us in the driving seat for getting out of the group. I think we didn't win the group. We got qualified for the knockout round with this win, which was pretty good. 3-0 win over Almeria, which was pretty good. Garcia with 2 and Francia with 1. Real Madrid was 3-1 at home, which was very good results. Zenitudinov, Olive and Francia. Then we beat Elfsborg 1-0 away. Felipe with the only goal there. 2-1 win versus Osasuna, Francia and Olive. And then 1-1 with Inter at home. They got an early goal and then Olive got a penalty back. And I think that was it for the Champions League group. We finished top with 16 points, which was very good. Then Inter came second, so there we go. First Champions League group, first win of the Champions group, which was pretty good. Then we had Real Union in the Spanish Cup 4th round, 3-1 win away, Nyarko, Gazzetti and Francia. 2-0 win versus Elche, Felipe and Brian Shongway. And then a 4-0 win at home versus Real Union, Biffy, Mariyama, Shongway and Francia. Then we played Real Sociedad, beat them 4-1, Rossini, Olive, Guzzetti and Brian Shongway. They made 2 friendlies, Lagrange and Rayo. Then we had Sevilla in the Spanish Cup 5th round, which was 0-0 away. 1-1 versus Malaga, dropped points there, away, Felipe with the own goal, but went through the Spanish Cup round against Sevilla, 3-0 win at home. Momsilov, Biffy, both centre-backs scoring again. They seem to score loads, our centre-backs. Take advantage of our corners. There we go, Svarfsen getting the 1-0 win over Getafe there. Then we had, in the Spanish Cup quarter-final, we had Granada, 0-0 at home. We seem to do that quite a bit. 0-0 was away, in the Spanish Cup, and then we beat them at home. But between that was a 6-0 win over Celta. Biffy with 2, but he missed the penalty. It was he's already scored 2, and if we get a penalty, the person on 2 goals takes it, and he missed it, which is unfortunate. Felipe, Rossini, Francia, and Olive. And then we beat Granada 2-0, Rossini and Trusov with his first goal for the club. 3-0 win versus Espanyol, Felipe with 2 and Rossini with 1. Then we had Barca in the semi-final of the Spanish Cup, a 3-0 win at home, which was great. Rossini with 2 and Olive with 1. And that's it so far. So, Champions League knockout round. We have Napoli, who, where did they come in their group? Well, obviously they came second, but who did they come second to? They came second to Barca. 2 wins, 2 draws, 2 losses. So, don't know what they're going to be like. This is the first time sort of playing against an Italian team, so well, they got 38-year-old goalkeeper, and they actually have a former player of mine, Procone. I wonder if any of you remember. He's probably changed his hairstyle. Um, but 28-year-old Pacone from Flamengo, they bought him for 13.75, so made some good profit for them there. But yeah, they got some good players, but I think we can win that easily. Then we got the Spanish Cup semi-final versus Barca, and yeah. So if you look at the league though, we currently sit top at 6 points, which is pretty cool. Actually, if you see that, look, Rayo, who actually, I forgot to tell you this, they were taken over by a tycoon when they went down last year, and they came straight back up. If we look at their transfer spending, you can see why they came straight back up. They spent 15 million when they went down, so pretty crazy there. Then they spent 10 million again this year, so that's why they're doing so well. They're actually above Real Madrid at this current stage by 1 point. But then it's a two-loss race basically between us and Barca. But yeah, stats wise, we're there for that ad rating, which is pretty cool, and the Rossini's there for assists. If we look at our own squad, goals wise, Olive's top again with 16, then Francie with 8, Felipe with 8, Svarfson with 6, Biffy with 4. But yeah, assist wise, Olive, Felipe got 9, 6 from Kevin Schroeder, and yeah. But yeah, so basically that's sort of the halfway stage now. Looks like we're on course to win the league. We got some tough fixtures coming up though. We got obviously the Napoli game and then the Barca second leg. Then we got Napoli again. We got Barca at home. Real Madrid. Look at that. It's 2 league fixtures in a row. Barca then Real Madrid, which will be a tough one. But yeah, so depending on what happens, I'll be back end of the season, or if we do make a cup final, maybe I'll live comment. But yeah. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed it. It's been Alex, and I'll see you guys later.